What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bartlett Arborist Supply. In today's video we are going to cover the S.C.A.M redirect technique, or midline mechanical advantage on a stationary rope system technique, or trick, tip, whatever you want to call it. I know it's been discussed in the ARB community that the S.C.A.M really doesn't fit the name of the technique. It should be something along the lines of midline mechanical, but however you want to call it, this is how I came to know it. But I do know that there's that debate on there, or that discussion of what it should really be called. But first things first, we are going to be utilizing the ART BlackBird for this specific video. So S.C.A.M or midline redirect, you're going to need 2 additional carabiners. They don't have to have pulleys on them. I choose to use one with the pulley, and then I'm going to use one. So the revolver here with the revolver is the Duralock, and then I do have the Ultra O matte gray. You know, keep it stealthy, my friend. So part of that, I'll go right there. First things first, before you disconnect or you slack anything out, make sure that you're secured. Here I am on my forward D-rings onto this limb, and I choose to go to forwards in scenarios like this, or whenever my work positioning, my lanyard position is higher than my waist, or higher than waist, I usually go to forwards. If I was to slip, then I go in the suspended position, rather than getting pulled up by my hips and going into my rib cage and then having a bad day after that. But anyway, anytime you're gonna do something sketchy, you wanna have your lanyard on. Placement is also pretty critical. But here, now I can begin to slack out my BlackBird. Now the BlackBird is, ART, very well known for having a very smooth, effective camming system where it eats slack, right? And we all know the Spider Jack 3 eats slack like it's Pac-Man, just going down. Wop, 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 wop. So to prevent the rope from going right through, I'm going to generate or pull out enough slack to where I think I'm going to be good to do this technique. And once I've thought it was good, I think it's good, I am going to tie a slip knot to jam on top where the friction booster is, or as I like to call this piece of the BlackBird, the hammer. All right. Now we have our slack generated. Step 2 is going to be to take our carabiner. This one's going to be the standard carabiner, I said, with no pulley on it. Now I'm going to turn this way slightly. I'm going to draw this in a little bit because I have gone through a redirect, and these redirects I chose are somewhat skinnier, I guess. Draw it in to where I think it's good. I am actually going to reach up as high as I can, because I know once I sit in, I am going to bring the tops together a little bit. Yeah. So Munter, before I forget, you're gonna have to know how to tie a Munter hitch. A complete Munter would go and twist all the way, open the gate, and then slip the rope right through the gate. You're not really going to tie a full Munter. I call it or I don't even know if it's actually the right way to call it, but I call it a half Munter, where I do the first couple steps to get in that Munter top, and then rather than opening the gate, I'm just going to take a bite of rope and press or push the bite of rope through the carabiner, follow that through. Once you get to this position here, you are then able to either take the slip knot out or grab your carabiner, which here are these Duralocks. I'm gonna take my carabiner and in the bite of that rope that went through the half Munter there and the carabiner up top, that's where I'm gonna capture that. So it should start looking like this, right? Half Munter, pulley, ropes redirected to BlackBird. Now I can take the slip knot out, if I can do it so gingerly. Okay, there we go. Opens up, and the BlackBird has a very convenient attachment point for the splice on the top, located where the hammer's at. I can now tension my system up. Effectively what you're doing here is you're taking your stationary rope system and converting it back to a moving rope system, pretty much, right? So you're gonna get that mechanical advantage on those dicey limb walks that are super long. And for example here, I would just redirect over here, minimize the swing potential and hazards of the swing. But When it is not feasible and there is no redirect up top, I'll choose to do something like this, a S.C.A.M preferably, so that I don't have to do a traditional 3-to-1 where if I forget the rope, the leg of rope to pull myself back in, then I would be screwed and I'm still pulling on the 1-to-1 system. But here, tension it out, and that's gonna be pretty damn close. Okay, boom. I'm gonna load. Okay, we're good. Now I can disconnect my primary work position lanyard. I'm gonna leave it on my forward for now until I get down somewhere. Gingerly flip around the limb. Oh, and I guess before I forget and I move on a little more, you do have to pay attention to how much rope you actually have. If, let's say, I had 120 feet of rope, I'm working in a 90-foot tall tree, and I'm tied up at the very tips. I decide to do a S.C.A.M redirect like this, a midline mechanical advantage. I'm probably not going to have enough rope to hit the ground, okay? You're eating a lot of rope in the system. Down low, I do have a stopper knot. I can hit the ground from here on this position, or with this rope I have enough. I've calculated it. And I've also tied a stopper knot just in the event that I don't. All right, I don't have to worry about friction right there where that single leg of rope is rubbing. So if I were to continue to walk out a little bit awkwardly, or if I needed to draw myself in actually, right, here in this position, the only leg of rope you need to pull is the one that's going through the BlackBird. Or if you had a hitch with a rope runner, with a rope wrench, only the hitch side of the running leg of rope there is what you pull. If you decide to pull on either two of these legs of rope, one of them's not going to move. The other one will drop you. It'll start pulling the Munter back down to you, and then you're going to have one of those scary moments. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss a little bit.
You're fired!
Chief, the video!
Oh, right, you're unfired. I need you. Come here.
Ooh, I can actually twist around. It's not the best, but here we go. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Down low, down low, down low. And we're going. There we go. There we go. There we go. Any type of rope deflection on the fall will hang you up a little bit. Like that was on a little water sprout, dead cut, dead stub. And if you're not heavy enough, then we have issues. At least myself. Careful what leg of rope you got. Whew. Careful with that water sprout. That's what's holding me up a little bit. But anyway, I made it to where I need to get. All right. Wasn't the best angle, and now I'm giving my back to you. Just trying to find a way not to. Giving my back to you. Cameraman. Button it up. There we go. So, again, pulling yourself back in, only the leg of rope that's gone through your climbing system. If I didn't have this and I was trying to get out on this weird limb walk from the world's worst rope angle, which I just now seen, I've gone through, there's a deflection somewhere up there. Okay, tighten it up. It's a lot easier to pull myself back in instead of having that 1-to-1 on those weird walks. Again, if you can take a redirect, I would take the time to find the redirect to make life easy. But now walking back shouldn't be as strenuous or as weird as it was for me getting out. All right, easy, easy. If you need to dip down like low, you do a little bit. I like to get low and follow yourself through. Get low again. And we're solid there. Now, if you're going to get to a spot, back to the main trunk, and you want to come down, you don't necessarily need to go back up for this because this is retrievable. I'm going to hop down to this section of the tree. I am going to lanyard in, but in this lanyard method, because I know I'm going to generate a lot of slack in my primary climb line, I don't want it to slip. I'm actually going to do the Munter cinch on me, or the grip, if you guys have seen that video. It's just going to cinch me in a little bit better if I was to slip a little bit. So my back's to you for a little quick second. Now, generate slack. All right, my lanyard's got me here in place. Disconnecting the system. The bite of rope that went through the Munter. I need enough slack so I can disconnect the carabiner. Don't let the carabiner go up, get away from you. You want to disconnect the carabiner right here. Now at the half Munter, the bite's gonna go through, and then that carabiner is just gonna float right to us. So here we go, up it goes. And down it came to me. If I let it go, oh no! Don't worry, it's not gonna go anywhere. I have to retighten my system up, and that carabiner will come right to me. Wait, wait, wait for it, wait for it. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, load the system and we're good. All right, so this has been the S.C.A.M, or the Midline Mechanical Advantage Redirect with the Blackbird. Let us know what you think of this. If you've used it, honest thoughts, drop them down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, wait. BartlettMan.com. And we do have the Bartlett Arborist Supply app on the App Store and Google Play. We'll see ya.